Hi, thanks for coming back. It's Matt here again with mywebbro.com, and today I want to take a look with you at two design trends. The American minimalist design trend, where we are looking to make things very sleek, clean, with big open spaces and very minimalist design. And then we can contrast that with the Japanese style right now in web design that is a little bit more cluttered. They're putting a little bit more information on those landing pages, and in fact the entire user experience is a little bit different in some cases, because it seems in Japanese culture that people want a little bit more information right in their faces, as opposed to the American design trends where we're very happy to have very little information but a lot of photography, a lot of imagery in our faces. So let's start out right away and jump into starbucks.com. Right here we have starbucks.com. This is the major landing page for the United States websites. So here, let's go ahead and do what we do. Let's just scroll through quickly, and we'll see that we just want to get an idea of what is the design concept here. And we can see it's very minimalist, clean, and not very much information. Bold headlines and huge imagery. So now let's take a look at the Japanese version of Starbucks' website. And right here we see starbucks.co.jp. So Starbucks is one of the biggest coffee retailers in Japan. Actually, they are the biggest. We can see here that with 1,360 shops in Japan, they're the #1 coffee retailer, followed by Dudor and Komida and Tuli's and St. Mark Cafe. What's interesting is that this design here, this web design that we see at starbucks.co.jp, is actually ranking, Alexa ranking 746, which is very, very high ranking in Alexa. Anything lower than 1,000 is a great Alexa rank, because Alexa rank goes, the better the ranking, the lower you rank, right? Because #1 is the highest. So we can tell that the Japanese population has no problems with this style of website. And we can see here a lot of these things are their own scrollers, right? Very interesting. And that this page is very, very short. This is the whole page right here. Navigation on the left. Okay, so let's look at this again. This is the American website, and then this is the Japanese website. Okay, so without spending too much time on each of these, let's take a look at what Honda's doing. Here's the American version of Honda.com. Now, interesting, I see this so often in web design. Come on, Honda. You're like $1 billion, I don't know, you're definitely a $100 million company, probably $1 billion company. You can't do your little favicon right there, come on. So anyway, Honda, the power of dreams right there. Let's go ahead and do our scroll, get an idea of the design in America, which is tiled and practically all imagery, right? Headlines, imagery, links. In America, in American web design, we expect that people like something, click on it, and then we can track them through it. But let's contrast that quickly with the Japanese version of Honda's website. Okay? And the Japanese version of Honda's website, it just has a lot more information at my fingertips. I don't have to click on anything to consume this content, and that in that environment, you're not going to really be able to track what I'm reading. Okay, just to give you an idea of what we're actually looking at here, let's just translate this to English. That might give us a better idea of what are they giving us, you know. And so we have almost access to full articles here. It's funny, you get to read a headline and then you get to read enough of the article, you probably don't even need to read more of it. But and this is the Japanese style right here. They're just using up a little bit more of the space for text, okay. So to take a look at the Alexa ranking for Honda. Honda is the second largest car manufacturer in Japan at $14.6 trillion in sales. Okay, so Honda's done $14.6 trillion in sales. They have an Alexa rank of 628, so they're ranking very high. The #1 car manufacturer in Japan is actually Toyota. So I thought it'd be interesting to look at what Toyota's doing. So here's the American version of Toyota's website. Again, headlines, imagery, links. Okay, so there's the American version of Toyota.com, and now let's see the Japanese version, Toyota.co.jp. very different. Very, very, very different layout, very different user experience. And Toyota is the #1 manufacturer. Now, Toyota ranks much lower than Honda does in Alexa ranking, meaning that Honda is much better at their internet marketing strategies, and more people are using Honda's website than Toyota's website, but Honda isn't selling as many cars, apparently. Let's look at one more. Let's look at Sony. So Sony, actually being a Japanese company, thought it would be interesting to see what are they doing in America. In America, this is what Sony.com looks like. Whoops. In America, this is what Sony.com looks like. Again, imagery, headlines, tiles. And tiling is very, very popular right now, a very common design trend in the United States, that we do this sort of like almost, shoot, this thing almost looks like Netflix or something. But it makes sense. Sony is also a media conglomerate. So, okay, now let's take a look at the Japanese version of Sony.com. And right away we see a striking difference, just in that there is more information to be had on this website. And it's also a much smaller landing page. Okay. So I thought that was interesting. Thank you so much for coming back. It was fun to show you the difference between Japanese web design and American web design. I hope that you're able to subscribe to my YouTube channel when you get a chance. Please check me out on Facebook and on LinkedIn. I'm Matt at mywebbro.com, Matt at daswow.com. I'm Matt Panapinto. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Come back soon.